So, Black Mirror, Season 5, finally here.
Striking Vipers is the title.
Episode 1.
Starring Anthony Mackie, Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Pom Clementif, Ludi Lin, and Nicole Behari.
So here we go. We're going to talk about it.
Yes.
So Pat, what were your thoughts on Striking Vipers? First episode of Season 5.
Definitely interesting. Controversial.
Why do you say that? I'm interested. Why do you say controversial?
Because they started out with a bang.
Yeah, I mean, in a manner of speaking, yeah. It's,
They started out with a bang.
A bang, yeah.
And unprecedented.
Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, because unless you mean same-sex guys.
Yeah.
Because
But there's a twist.
yeah. Well, we'll get into that later.
Yeah. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
go watch it. Come back and listen to this podcast.
All right. So
there's a twist.
yeah, with this. Well, let's get into it first. Like it stars Anthony Mackie of 8 Mile,
8 Mile,
Avengers, all the Avengers,
all the Avengers, Falcon himself,
yeah,
versus Black Manta.
Black Manta from the Aquaman franchise.
Yeah.
And Us, he was in Us.
Father of Lupita.
Olivia Nyong'o, yeah. So, what did you think of this episode, Pat? I mean, aside from controversy aside.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I liked how it was ambiguous in the beginning because, judging from the build-up, I thought it was gonna be like a social media type of dating thing.
Yeah, like something to do with Tinder, an app like that.
Yeah.
Maybe some cheating will be involved.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, but not in the way that you would
that
expect. That we would think.
Yeah. So that's like the whole twist, which I like. I think Mackie's acting here was a bit down. I don't know.
You didn't really feel it?
Yeah.
I think he was going for more of like, he's been through the slog of marriage life.
I guess.
Kid. And at the end of the day, we know that he wasn't really fulfilled with his wife, I guess.
Yeah, but like the first 15 minutes, I guess, I thought it was gonna be like about game addiction.
Yes, it
was
includes
going
elements
through
of that. I think.
Yeah.
Because it's established in the beginning with Striking Vipers, which is a game that's very much like Tekken or Soul Calibur, that type of game, where it shows that they're so really into playing the game, like until the middle hours to the early morning.
Yeah. So like, I like the overall episode, but getting deep into it.
I mean, here it's the nitty gritty is the whole LGBTQ. I mean, I don't want to. I mean,
just in time for Pride Day.
Pride Month. Yes.
Yeah. Pride Month. Yes.
There's that whole situation where obviously they have an attraction to one another, the two best friends, but we don't know if it's
sexual.
Yeah. What I mean to say is like, it's not physical.
It's not physical. Look, okay, here's my take on it.
All right. Let me hear your take on the whole situation of their relationship.
I think they have like a connection. They definitely have a connection.
Anthony Mackie and his best friend.
But that connection is just fully realized in the game.
In the game, where they are their respective characters, right?
Yeah.
Who is it? Roxette and Leon? Or no? Lance.
Yes.
Lance.
Portrayed by Hans, Ludilin, and Pom Clemente of Power Rangers.
Power Rangers fame and Mantis of Avengers. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Ludilin was in Aquaman too.
Oh, she was?
By the way. Yeah.
Oh, really?
He
was. He was in Aquaman?
Yeah, he was like an Atlantean officer.
Wow, so that's like...
Fun fact, he was the guy who dipped his face in the bowl.
Oh, okay.
Because he couldn't breathe.
I vaguely remember that. Yes.
Because he was a full-on makeup.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is how I see it.
Yes.
Right?
How do you
This is how I see it.
how do you view it?
They definitely have a connection. Like they know how to satisfy each other in sexual terms.
I think as their characters though. As their video game characters.
As a video game characters. So like to explain to you, like I'm 5. I have an itch.
Yeah.
Right? But let's say a girl scratches it.
Okay.
But she doesn't scratch it the way
you would like.
I would like.
Okay, yeah.
So let's say you scratch it.
Me being a guy.
Yeah. And because we've been friends for a long time.
For years. Yeah.
I tell you like harder or fast. This is getting too sexual, but I'll go with it.
Getting also intimate, but
yeah. But
the gist is
you know how I like it.
Because I've known you so well. Because I know you so well. Yeah.
Exactly. And the fact that they can play this video game and allow them to engage in that act when they're both heterosexual kind of blurs the line.
Yeah, because I think what the episode is trying to get at is because the technology usually is like always in the background of the story. I think generally in Black Mirror, it's always the electronics, the cool like tech. That's usually just a backdrop for human drama, where you can see that these two lifelong friends are attracted to one another, and they don't realize it until they play the game. So it's hard for them to realize these feelings in person.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's very hard, I think, for me personally, to express it.
Looking at it from Maki's perspective,
yes,
he's fighting against a girl, Palm Clementif.
Yeah.
Who's really hot in this episode.
Yeah,
bosoms and all.
Yeah, because I think I made the distinction to you as if you were like a virtual Ariana Grande or Kylie Jenner or something. I honestly wouldn't mind making out with you or having sex with you.
Exactly.
But I think that's because I'm attracted to that package.
Yeah.
But I think this episode goes into them having an emotional attachment. Because they text one another even outside the game. And they're kind of sweet to one another.
What's debatable though is Yaya's character.
Yeah.
This is a female.
So do you think that's kind of a
it'd be different if Yaya's character was male and what he could see ahead of him was female. And like
if they were reversed.
No. If they were reversed in their own perspectives.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Like if Maki's Yaya was a female and Yaya was a male and Maki was a female.
Yeah.
Regardless of whose perspective it is, they're both females. In each other's eyes.
I think it's very hard.
That'd be interesting.
It would be. I think the thing is that, at least for me, I'm speaking from a straight guy's perspective.
Yeah.
So it's hard to put myself in the position of someone who might be attracted to someone who doesn't even know their orientation, who's kind of fluid.
Exactly.
And I think that's what this episode is trying to hammer home, is that we can use, in the future, we can use avatars or video game characters.
I mean, you can even use it now.
Yeah, now, that's what I'm saying. But of course, they push it to a whole different level here with feelings and sexual arousal.
Sexual acts.
So I think what they're trying to hammer home is that we use these avatars and characters as proxies for our own desires. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what is that what you're, I mean, what do you think?
Definitely. But also, I like how they're tackling game addiction too.
Yeah, because that's basically, they use it as an escape.
They use it as an escape.
Even before, even in the beginning scenes, they play it when they were a lot younger.
Yeah.
They play it when a lot younger.
And it also shows you how this extra marital affair can be draining.
Yeah, you could see because they're trying for a child, a second child.
They're trying. Maki is trying for a child for his wife.
Yeah, and then we see Yaya's character
who can't finish.
Who can't finish because he's. Well, his life is more of a single bachelor. When you see it from afar, it's like, oh, he has everything. He's a single bachelor. He has the women. He has the.
He's been sleeping with like a really hot woman.
Yeah, he has the penthouse suite. He has all of it. But as you see, it doesn't fulfill him.
It doesn't fulfill him. It doesn't just get them to the last mile.
And I think they did a good job in establishing what they wanted from the relationship, because eventually Anthony Mackie says, I can't continue this, it's not right for my wife, it's not fair to her. And of course Yaya doesn't respond well to his ultimatum, but
he accepts it.
He accepts it. And then 7 months later they
meet up
in
his birthday.
In his birthday again, which is a callback to the beginning of the episode where they meet up in his birthday, and this time things are different.
The first time they were all broy with each other.
Yeah, very broy, very
hey, what is that? Come here, give me a hug.
Very
hug
gangster,
it out. Hug it out, brother. And now there's this whole sexual tension.
Awkward tension.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie's straight up mad that he even showed up. He's like, why did you come here? And
all in the meanwhile, the wife is preggers.
She finally got knocked up with her second child.
Second child?
Second child.
Is the second child male or female?
I don't know if they show it, but
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, she got pregnant, and Yaya and Anthony Mackie make a, how do I say it? They make
like a secret rendezvous.
They make a secret rendezvous because
Mackie debated.
At midnight, right?
Yeah.
To meet, he says, "Oh, come meet me one last time," because he apparently has been trying to get with multiple people online, and it doesn't work. It doesn't satisfy him.
There's some explicit details here.
Yeah.
Which I'll leave it to you to find out. The listeners.
To the listeners. We don't want to get too much into that. But
But that's not the point. Well, getting back into the episode and the characters.
Yeah.
I think Ludi, Lin, and Palm, Clementi, I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I mean,
with the materials that they were handled. They literally acted as proxies
for the main characters.
And I think they successfully portrayed that. Especially when in the final moment, Yaya's character revealed that he was in love with him.
Yeah. He says it out after let's just say a
passionate affair.
A passionate session. And Anthony Mackie is of course taken aback by it.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to feel.
As you would, yeah.
As you would. He just doesn't know how to feel, and he says, we have to meet in person.
Yeah.
We have to get this out of the way in person so that we can finally see what this is.
Yeah. And tension builds up. They meet in a parking lot. Very macho of them.
It looked like an action movie, actually.
Yeah.
The whole backdrop, it was
raining.
You could see the lights in the background from their car.
Yeah. And they kiss. And then they find out that there's nothing there.
There's
no fireworks.
There. No fireworks. That's a good point. That's a good way to put it. There's no fireworks.
No fireworks.
Yet.
And then they get into a fight. I don't remember how.
Physical stuff.
Yeah. How the hell did he get into a fight?
I believe he wanted to continue it, I think. And then Anthony Mackie straight up said, no, I don't want to, but
it's over and stuff like that.
They get into an exchange of, pushes and shoves, and eventually they get arrested.
Yeah. And then waifu has to pick him up.
Who's been in the dark. I think I mentioned this during the episode. She's kind of a background character, which I think did kind of injustice. She's just kind of in the background.
Peripheral.
We don't really. And at first, because in the beginning, the first scenes, they were all like a tight group, like them three, and I expected something might happen with her, but she was kind of relegated to the back, which I felt kind of
her role slowly degraded.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, she finds out.
She finds out. We don't know how.
We don't know how.
We don't know the initial reaction.
And as the episode ends, we see that they make an arrangement. Compromise, if you will.
Yeah.
That on his birthday.
On his birthday? Is it on his birthday?
Yeah, it was his birthday.
Wow,
because
okay.
I believe she
gives him the machine?
The virtual machine.
What does he give her? A box?
A box for the ring? So that she can go and... Okay, I don't want to say... But she can go and... Let's just say socialize.
That's a very political of you.
Socialize with males. We don't know what she does with them. We'll leave it to the imagination. But while she gets to have a free pass at socializing with other men...
They both have free passes, man.
Yeah, but I mean to say, she gets a free pass in the sense that...
Actual free pass. While Maki gets a mental free pass.
Virtual free pass with Yaya. So I guess in a way it kind of works out.
Think of it as you will. Yeah, it pans out. A compromise. Very progressive of them.
That's a good point, yeah.
As a millennial couple.
Very progressive. And I think it's counter to Black Mirror's very sad, downer endings. It seemed like everybody got what they wanted.
Yeah, everybody got what they wanted. At the same time, it's a bittersweet. Bitter because of how things turned out to be.
Yeah, how things actually escalated to that point.
Yeah. But sweet because, you know what? To responsible people, parents,
they're adults.
They stayed for the kids.
So I think... I mean, Black Mirror has always been a commentary on our society at large. So
along with technology?
With technology. And technology is more, like I said, like the backdrop to how humans act in the real world. And I think... What do you think? Do you think this could be, I don't know, possible in our time? Like...
Well, I don't want to sound so prophetic.
Yeah.
Or like a downer.
Yeah.
But... Come on, man. You never know. I mean, these things could actually be happening.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, though, because I think what Charlie Brooker... What
Mr.
he's
Brooker?
Brooker.
Booker?
Okay, anyway. What I think he's trying to get is, this actually is already happening.
It is?
This is basically like...
Might happen.
Yeah, but I mean, people who are not sure of their sexual orientation, and they use the computer. They use... different means, catfishing. They use all types of means to kind of conceal it. And this is bringing it to another level where they can actually be. Let's say you're a male, you could be a female, or vice versa. You could be a female and then be a male. So
experience things that you normally can experience.
Yeah, because there's actually a scene where he questions, "How is it like when you you climax, let's say, as a woman compared to as a guy?"
Because for Maki, he's in a guy's body.
Exactly.
Well, he's in a girl's body.
Yeah, I read actually, like, I think it was on Reddit or something. It was just like a general ask Reddit subreddit.
Okay.
One of the questions was, okay, how would you compare a male's ejaculation to a female's? And the top comment, or one of the top comments, like 1K upvotes. And it was a girl, and she was like, well, from what I understand, for a guy, when he ejaculates, it's more of like a cork exploding. Like, all the pressure is building up, and it's like a cork, and it just pops. Whereas for us females, it's more like a pot that's slowly bubbling up until the heat rises to the point where it just overflows in the pot, and it's waves of euphoria, and I don't know. What do you think? Because I think that's kind of what he said too. Because he said something along the lines of
about like a solo guitar.
Yeah, a solo guitar.
And
for a
female, it's like a whole orchestra.
It's like a whole orchestra. So I mean, I don't know. This episode is trying to.
I share Maki's feelings when he says he didn't understand anything.
Yeah,
he did really well with that analogy. But
it's interesting.
It's interesting.
It's making me wanna.
Makes you think. And that's what I like about Black Mirror in general. They make you think. Not only in terms of like how technology can impact your life, but also like where it can lead up to, or what could be, or what will be. Glimpses.
It's literally the definition of thought provoking.
Yeah. And like, this is what I like about Black Mirror. Always thought challenging. Whether it's bad, it's good.
There's something that you can get out of it.
Yeah.
Whether it's human drama, whether it's like just the
Society.
human condition and society at large, it does a good job.
Ethics.
Of course. I mean, Black Mirror has always been sexual. Like, there's always been that.
But I feel like this episode has been overly sexual.
Yeah, but I don't know, because you can make the argument that the very, very first episode had the Prime Minister fucking a pig. So, So, I mean, how much more sexual can you...
Now that's what you call starting out with a bang.
Yeah, so...
Bestiality.
Yeah. But anyway, just to sum it up, I mean, it was a good intro for Season 5.
Season 5.
It didn't go too gung-ho into like the technology. It was very subtle.
Yeah.
It focused on the human drama.
Yeah. And also, what I like about it is that the technology was almost real.
I mean, that's the whole, I mean, the point. I think he said in interviews where like, he always tries to get the technology as close or relatively close to our current.
Yeah, so like, since we're talking about Black Mirror, just take some time to review about the technologies that were in this episode.
Yeah.
And that was VR.
Which
Funnily enough, we have it.
We have it, but of course it's not to the point of...
It's not to the point of like that whole psychological...
Yeah, it's more visual. I mean, we have
just visual.
How do I call them? Those
lenses.
Or lenses.
Goggles,
which is purely visual, but this episode ramps it up to... We can feel touch.
Yeah.
I guess smell. All that.
Physical.
Yeah.
So everything we have, minus the physical.
Yeah.
That's the technology we have now.
Yeah.
And overall,
it's eerie.
It's a good episode. Thought provoking.
Yeah. I mean, the one I think. Okay, if I was to like nitpick, the video game scenes with Mantis and the power, they were a little campy and corny. I don't know if it was the execution. It just seemed a little...
Maybe it was the background.
Maybe, I don't know. It seemed a little corny or cheesy to me. But I understand that it was more of a means to get them to realize their connection to one another. But overall, I liked it. It was a solid episode and solid introduction to the Season 5.
Yep. Anyways, so... take a look and watch it.
Yeah, and we'll be back with the second episode.
Smithereens,
yeah.
Episode 2. See you guys.
All right, signing off.